Good morning, children. We have started our second chapter. Computers are everywhere, and we have learned many features of a computer. So, you should keep in your mind all the features of a computer. And next, we have learned, children, how the computers are being used at different places. So, computers are used all over the world. We have learnt how the computers are useful at bank and offices, at schools, at railway stations and airport, and at hotels. In these places, how and why the computers are useful, we have learnt. So let's do the revision of previous class. At bank and offices, computers are useful for writing and printing the letters and documents. Using a computer, they used to keep the record of employees and customers. And they can maintain different accounts for different employees. So it is useful at bank and offices. Now at school computers are useful for teaching the students using e-content. E-content stands for electronic contents. Using these electronic contents in smart board, teachers used to teach you in schools. So children, whenever teachers will use the smart board or smart class to teach you any topics, that time it will be more clear for you. You can better learn those topics which you can see in a smart class. So it makes your study easier. Keeping the records of the students, making test paper, printing result. These things, for these things, we use the computer in school. Keeping the books record in a library. You all are knowing many books are here, lots of books are there in library. So they used to keep the record of these books in a library. At railway stations and airport, children, this is very much important because using internet on computer, they book the tickets and they can cancellation the tickets, tracking the arrival and departure of the train and aeroplanes. Next, at hotels computers are used to keep the record of the guest, and they also book the rooms and to make the bills. Using computer, they make bills for the customer. Now children, today we will learn how the computers are useful in hospitals, shops, at police stations. So in these places how the computers are useful, we will learn today. At hospital computers are used to keep the record of medical history of the patients. So many patients used to come in hospital, so in hospital they used to keep the record of these patients. To diagnose the patients, check their report. So doctors can diagnose the patient's record, their disease, and check their reports in computer. So it is very much useful in hospitals. They used to keep the record of medical history of the patients, and doctors can diagnose the patient's disease and check their reports. At shops. At shops, computers are used for maintaining the list of the items in the stock. So many items are there in the stock and the shopkeeper used to keep the record of these items, making the bills for the customer, and the shopkeepers used to make the bill using a computer. So it is important at shops also. It plays an important role. At police station. At police stations, computers are used for keeping the records of the criminal cases. They track the crimes. They can track the crimes using a computer. Communication within police departments to exchange the records of the crimes and criminals. So they can communicate with each other within the police stations to keep the records of the crimes and criminals. So it is very much useful in police station. So you can see how the computers are being used in different places. It is very much important. It plays an important role in various places. So children, you should know how the computers are being used in different places. So keep in your mind how the computers are being used in different places. Try to learn. Do my assignment neat and clean. Thank you, children.